I recently rewatched a livestream recording of kurz gesagt Illustrator Philipp Leibacher creating a scene for their video. In the same week, Canva released a major update on Affinity, which is completely free now. DaVinci Resolve also has a powerful free version, so today I want to show you two ways of how you can get your designs from Affinity into DaVinci Resolve. In Affinity, I have organized my scene into different groups. This is not necessary for exporting SVGs, as we will do in a minute, but it is a good practice and actually necessary for the second type of importing. Go to the top right corner. You should see Export PNG right there, so click the drop down to get more options. If you are missing an option, you can click on the plus button to see all of them. Now it is as simple as setting your resolution and exporting the scene. I have chosen my desktop as the file destination. This is important to keep in mind when importing into Fusion, because searching for files is always a pain. So head over to Fusion in DaVinci Resolve or Fusion Studio. In DaVinci, you need to go to the menu bar, search for Fusion and select Import, then SVG. Then click on it. In Fusion Studio, go to File, Import, SVG. This opens the file browser. Go to the location you saved your file to. In my case, it is the desktop. Select the file and click on Import. SVGs are vector files, so the resolution we have set before in Affinity is set as the standard resolution. If you want to import the scene in a higher resolution, change it here. But make sure to keep the same aspect ratio. UHD is completely fine for me, so I will just continue. Nearly instantly a group node is added. Right-click and select Ungroup. A ton of nodes will explode into your flow, but it is a lot less scary than it seems. From the left, start selecting the nodes. You will visually see what items you are currently selecting. In my case, I want to separate out the night sky. After having selected all the nodes, I hit Ctrl or Command G on my keyboard to group them. Now hit your function key F2 on the keyboard to rename the group into something more descriptive. Before you group the next set of nodes, disconnect the previous group's output from the background input of your next merge node. Now hit Ctrl or Command T to toggle the foreground and background. Select all nodes that belong in this layer and group them. Repeat this process until you have essentially rebuilt your groups from Affinity. Now all that is left to do is to merge all of the outputs over each other and making sure the order is correct. The sky should be in the background with the sun on top, then the planet, and finally the house. This process is rather cumbersome, so let's look at the alternative: PSDs. Just exporting your scene from Affinity as a PSD and then importing it will crash Fusion Studio. Here's the fix. Before exporting the file from Affinity, raster your layers. But make sure you back up your file beforehand, as you cannot unraster files after closing Affinity. Now the resolution is fixed to be the document's resolution, so increasing it after the fact won't increase the actual pixels. Exporting the scene works the same as with SVGs. Select a location, give it a name and hop over into Fusion. File, Import, PSD, go to the location of your file, select it and it gets imported. This time without crashing Fusion. That's it. I hope I could help you bring your designs over from Affinity into Fusion. As you have probably realized, your files will always be rasterized once inside of Fusion, which is a bummer. I really hope Blackmagic Design will implement importing SVGs using the shape system, which would allow us to zoom into the scene without sacrificing quality. When and if that happens, I will absolutely make a video on that topic, so if you don't want to miss it, consider subscribing. That's been it for today. Have a nice day and goodbye.